Hey Geminis, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. Today, I'm going to call in my spirit guides and I'm going to ask spirit what you don't see coming. Any love around you, any love coming towards you, any kind of confirmation about somebody that you may be thinking of. Please take with you what connects to you, leave the rest for everyone else. This is a collective Gemini reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And the cross watchers are welcome in any of my readings, of course. But let's see what spirit has for you. What's coming, what you don't see coming, any kind of clues or evidence around love, loving energy. Spirit, I call upon you. I ask you to guide me at this time. What is it that you need me to know? What is it that you need me to hear? I am listening for you now. Of course. Divine timing for you guys who have been watching me longer than a minute. Spirit and I have a little running joke that almost in every single one of my readings, I am going to get something connected to divine timing. So we have to trust in the divine timing. Love arrives when it's meant to. So if for some reason it's not here yet, we are going to surrender today. We're just going to listen. We're just going to allow, and we are going to receive. Spirit, please share with me. I have a romance, a romantic surprise on the horizon. Be open to them. Who doesn't want a romantic surprise? I mean, I think that we all want a little romance in our life. You know, sometimes somebody comes into our life that isn't that romantic, and I don't know, you feel like you're missing something. You feel like it's not the fairy tale that you kind of always had hoped for. It doesn't mean that you have to be living in this kind of fantasy world, but a little romance is nice, you know, some affection, somebody who goes out of their way to do a little something for you that's sweet and kind. Spirit, please share with me. I have passion. Keep the flames of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. So, Spirit, in divine timing, can we expect a romantic surprise and passion? Okay, sign me up. I'm done. There's your reading, guys. You're done. You're done. I have a butterfly. Beautiful. Maybe we're transforming right now. You will meet a new love interest in a social setting. Okay, so like a butterfly, you know, just being out there, a social butterfly, and being able to be out there and talking to people and meeting somebody in some kind of environment with lots of people. Feels organic to me. Feels like random. Okay, so for those of you that don't want to do online dating, or you don't want to do anything that you're searching, put yourself in social situations. That's where Spirit's saying you will find this person. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us today? I have a sun. Gorgeous. I have a 7 of Swords. I have a 5 of Wands. And I have a 9 of Swords. It came into me as I ran away, and it could be you, it could be somebody else, but it felt more like you. It felt more like you had to leave a situation that wasn't serving you. It felt like, you can see the 7 of Swords. I mean, he or she is just kind of running down the street. The 5 of Wands, you know, tired of battling. A little bit of a verbal battle. It's coming into me. Borderline, maybe abusive, maybe saying things that definitely cross the line, or at an escalated tone that scared you. But it is a feeling of, I had to run. So for those of you that, you know, removed yourself from a situation that you needed to, good for you. You saved yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's a good choice. The good news is it's because Spirit wants you to have a new beginning, and maybe this has come into your life already, and it is a sense of, don't be worried. Okay. Don't be stressed. Divine timing. Maybe that's why they gave me divine timing right in the beginning. But don't be afraid, because this new beginning is here. This new beginning is arriving. And it's almost this sense of, I mean, it's definitely a feeling of get back on the horse, but it was like a riding into the sunset energy that, you know, I've got this whole future ahead of me, and I'm just going to keep following the sun. You know, I'm going to follow the sun when it rises. I'm going to follow the sun when it sets. I mean, it was just this kind of riding into the sunset, but feelings of, I don't know what tomorrow will bring. Okay, so we don't know. That's okay. Maybe we just don't have the answers yet. But I think that that's when Spirit says, that's when we start to manifest. That's when we start to believe the most. It's a sense of, I have to go back to believing. I have to go back to, you know, just knowing that it's it's up to fate and destiny and some of those things. Yes, it's up to you to put in the effort. Yes, it's up to you to get out there. You got to meet Spirit halfway. I have the Moon. I have an 8 of Swords. I have an 8 of Wands. And I have the World. It came into me as a shift in you, which is nice, because I feel that you are ready to walk away. And even the Sun, the beginning doesn't even necessarily have to be the person yet. It could be just your mindset of, there's something else out there for me. And I know I'm not going to be alone. And I know I'm going to find my right person. And I'm okay, you know, while I'm waiting, for those of you that are still waiting. But this felt like a mindset. It felt like a, I'm not unhappy being where I am, that I'm finding some kind of comfort in that single time period, or that isolated period that I'm alone, something like that. But your energy is going to shift. Your energy is going to shift. And I feel like it's up to you, because this is more of I changed my life for a reason. This is, I ran from something. I pushed something away. I ended something because I believed in myself. I loved myself more. And I wasn't going to live in a world of deceit, lies, manipulation, control, any of those lower powers. So this is more of a feeling of, your world is about to change. And it could change very, very quickly. If it has recently, great. This is a feeling of, I go from not having you in my life, and you have a conversation a week later and say, a week ago today, I didn't even know you. And today I'm like in love with you, you know, so it could move that quickly. So it's this beautiful energy of this whole new cycle. I mean, I always love a new cycle. I always love, you know, the next phase energy, because it always comes into you when you're ready. It really does. It's such a natural progression. And when you look back at it, you're like, you were at the right place at the right time, at the right age, doing the right things. I mean, it's just such a, you don't believe it when you're in it. It's only when you look back. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I like the confidence that you're showing. There's something about the confidence. Now, I have a Tower with that. So this ending that you took power back, I mean, I'm just going to say, it made you stronger. It had to have. It had to have. It had to have made you independent. It had to have made you stronger. It had to have made you like, I'll never put myself in that situation ever again. I'll never be there again. Something like that. I like this confidence. I always love a confident queen. I always love, you know, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, you can be a queen. You are worthy is the word I want to use. You are not settling. You are, I feel like with open arms, this queen is ready to start a new phase of their life. And I don't think they look back at that tower moment as, I definitely don't feel like I'm looking back at that tower moment as sadness. I'm looking at that tower moment as I saved myself. I'm in a much better place. I am stronger today than I ever have been. I'm more confident than I ever have been. And now I'm ready to start the next phase of my life. Now I'm ready to enter into unknown territory, Spirit just said. Okay, so maybe that's some of the fear that's coming into me. But I like that. I like that, you know, because unknown territory to me is, yeah, it's the fear of the unknown, but it's also the excitement that we have all this time ahead of us, or we have all this opportunity ahead of us, and things are going to unfold, and where will we end up? Spirit, some loving messages, please. Now, some of you may have already met somebody, and some of you definitely have a new beginning. Spirit, please share with me. I have the wild side. There's a side to you I haven't seen, and I want to. I want to see you let loose, get wild. Let's have some fun. Now, this queen is probably pretty confident. They're probably a little guarded. They're probably a little bit, I don't want to say you have to prove, like you don't have to jump through hoops for me, but I'm also not settling. And maybe this person wants you to let loose, let your hair down, just be yourself. Don't worry about, you know, having to, you know, just kind of be at a certain level. Just kind of be yourself and relax. I'm going to say it that way. Have my kids. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. Now, for those of you, I'm talking to a lot of different people now. These are collective readings, so not everybody is going to have children. I know that. This is somebody who could be coming into your life that is going to answer your prayers of, I want to have a family, I want to settle down, I want to have a spouse, I want a traditional life. So some of you may be ready to meet your person, and you may be entering into that whole new phase of your life, which would be beautiful for you. Gorgeous. And I like the attentions of others. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed, and I don't feel whole without it. So now that could be somebody that's a player, and you're nervous about a player. It could be somebody who, I don't know, likes to be in the spotlight. Maybe their career is connected to something like that. Maybe they're an influencer. Maybe they're a YouTuber. Maybe they have a very social presence. So maybe they're in politics. Spirit just said, okay, or a government job of some kind. So it was maybe that attention is part of the prestige of their career. So it might not be necessarily a player, but they may like the attention that others give them. It's a sense of power. Spirit, please share with me. Not the right time. I'm overwhelmed with responsibilities. I don't have the time or energy for a relationship. When somebody says that to you, we'll see. This isn't a good time for me, but let's spend some time together. They're not ready for a relationship, nor will they put the time aside. That's somebody who likes the life that they're living. They like their career. They would love to add, a fling to it every once in a while, take somebody out to dinner. That's somebody who's looking for something casual. And I think Spirit's just kind of saying, if somebody's crossing your plate, that's not what we're looking for, because I feel like this is somebody who wants to more settle down. They want you to relax. They want you to just take it easy and be yourself. So, the person who says, I don't know what I'm looking for right from the beginning, but let's hang out, probably is not looking for anything serious. I have them getting caught up at cheater behaviors, talking to an ex, playing in your face, game playing, not taking the relationship seriously. So is something else going on. I have an Aquarius energy in that. So is that something that is going on behind the scenes? A little bit of a red flag. Now, some of you may have somebody that's crossed your energy recently that you are, I don't know, trying to read, like, are they in or are they out? So there's green flags and there's red flags. And I want you to look for the, both. And if this person's texting behind your back, this person is, I'm busy, without any real explanation as to what they're busy doing. This person is only available on specific nights. And then that's it. This person you can only talk to like before work or after work when they're in the car driving home. More than likely, there's something else going on. And, be smart. Be smart. So some of you, I feel like that's a protective energy. And that Queen of Pentacles isn't going to take that garbage. You're more confident than that. Spirit is letting you know today. I have an opposition. I have a Sagittarius energy and a Gemini energy also. Past and future comparisons, power struggle, aggressive. Okay, so it's like, who's making the move, right? These chess pieces. Who's making the next move? You want somebody to come towards you. Spirit just said that you're not a chaser, okay? And you're definitely not a chaser. That's something they want you to know. And you're not chasing anybody. And if this person isn't aggressively or consistently reaching out to you, wanting to see you, making plans, looking forward to seeing you, they're just looking for somebody to stroke their ego. If that attention card is, I love having, different people texting me and talking to me and telling me how wonderful I am, and I'm kind of keeping them all on the hook. Yeah. It was almost a feeling of like, I just went fishing and I threw the fish back in the ocean. I was like, you know what, this fish isn't good enough. Like there's a lot of fish in the sea, and I threw this fish back in the ocean. Deserted, abandoned situation, lack of investment, and ghosting. Basically, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time on the person, Taurus energy. Don't waste your time on the person who isn't putting in the effort into you. It's just not worth it. It really isn't. You can't change somebody's view of what they're looking for. You can't convince somebody that you should be in a relationship with me. You can't keep sleeping with somebody and anticipate that, oh, this is the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, but this person isn't moving in any direction to go to the next level or to be in a relationship. So I think Spirit's letting you know that all of those, maybe you walked away from one of those people, maybe you ran away from one of those people, and they're reminding you of, you're better than that. You're better. I have rejection. I have an Aries energy and I have a Virgo energy. So maintaining the boundaries, avoiding acceptance, denial, denying a situation. I guess they're just sharing with you over and over again your worth. I want to say it that way today, that you always have a choice when that you're inviting energy. They just said you're inviting energy into your life. So you choose to allow it, okay? When somebody comes into your life and they're treating you this way, you're choosing it. And then it's up to you, as soon as you figure it out, to say no, okay? It's the mistake we make is that we let it keep going. We think they're going to get better. We think it's going to get easier. We think they're going to change their mind. We think we're going to change their mind. So something's going on around you that it's not working. I have generous, sharing what you have and valuing it, making material offers and gestures, expressing love through material means. Now, it came into me two ways. Nobody can buy your love. You're a Queen of Pentacles right now in my mind. You are already secure. So I have a Leo energy in that card. And I feel that nobody can buy my love. Okay, so the gift giver, the love bomber, isn't working, is how it just came into me. 21 questions. Okay, curiosity, healthy, Gemini, energy again, healthy, open conversation, face-to-face conversation, exciting, key points, confirmation through communication and clarity. So I've got a lot, I'm getting a lot of answers. They just said, it was just a feeling of there's somebody that's come into your energy, somebody coming into your energy that is giving you that clarity, that is answering those unknown questions that you seek, that say you're right for me or you're wrong for me. So right now, I feel like the person that you can talk to, the person that the conversations are endless, that is the person you're supposed to be with. That is the person that, not the person who wants attention from everybody else. Yeah, there's something going on with that. So I have a no, hard decisions. There's two paths. Some of you may have two people that are interested in you, and one is genuine and one is a player. And maybe you're more attracted to the player. Maybe the player's more exciting. Maybe the player has charisma and looks and charms. And okay, so they just said I'm going to say this player can't play you. And I feel like maybe it's the first time that you, maybe because of that tower, that you stand up to those types of people. And like, who do you think you're manipulating? Who do you think that you're seducing? You're not seducing me. Go seduce somebody else. Okay, I've got somebody genuine over here who, you know, wants to share and communicate with me and give me clarity in what it is that I'm looking for. So you could have two people at the same time that are, I guess you could be talking to or have crossed your path in the, you know, recent time period. But I just think somebody out there is trying to play you. It really, you know, and you're going to put them in their place, which is good. I have a yes, sexual desires. They're sexually charged. Be careful not to rush towards intimacy. Make them work for it. Yeah. I mean, you don't just, you know, jump into bed with everybody, right? I mean, if that's all they're looking for, then you don't have to give it to them, period. So it's Spirit's warning you, some of you, of some kind of player energy, red flags, and then saying, hey, but over here, this is the person. Look over here. Look over here. Maybe yes, it's okay to trust. You can trust them. They've learned their lessons and they've changed. So do you have somebody that's coming into your energy that wants a relationship? Maybe they're already out of the phase of, I want to see what all my options are. I want to keep my options open. I want to settle down. I want to have a family. I want to put all my eggs in one basket. I want to be in love with somebody. So I think everybody goes through that dating phase of, I don't want to just, I want to see what's out there. I want to date different people. I think a lot of people go through that. It's almost like, and if you didn't, and you never had that opportunity, I feel like you almost have to get that out of your system, you know, so this person could have gotten that out of their system. They're done dating around. They're, you know, they've been there, done that. And they're looking for somebody they can trust. And that is you entering into their life. I have no to the third party. They're involved with someone else who would feel obligated. I feel like you've got somebody who, I'm going to say messy. Okay, I'm going to use that word. That it's a messy situation and it could feel tempting. it could feel that it could be really exciting, but in the long run, it's messy. And I feel like Spirit's saying, don't go there. Just don't. It's not going to be worth it. I have a yes, listening. They're choosing to follow their heart, not wasting any more time thinking. So you've got somebody that wants to communicate, trust, be in a relationship. And then we've got this temptation that is just sticky and messy and a big pot of stuff going in it. And it would be really hard to get out of, Spirit saying. So a little bit of a buyer beware of what you're getting into. Spirit, please share with me. And they're saying you're all wiser than that. You have higher morals, higher values. And what's best for you? What's best for you? It's sex. This is the devil card. You've got somebody who, I hate to say it, just wants intimacy, is trying to seduce you. And they could be saying all the right things. They could be saying, I've changed. Maybe that I've changed card is coming from them. I'm changed. I'm better. I want more this time. But at the end of the day, I feel like they aren't going to put the energy into this connection. And it's a messy situation. I need more time for me. I can only be available so many times a week, certain days. I still don't have all the answers. Reach out. I want you to reach out. I'm thinking about you. Maybe you pushed this person away already. Maybe they're still wishing that you want to be with them. Gossip. I'm hearing rumors. I'm hearing rumors that you're trying to move on with somebody else. So you could have somebody out there that is just trying to keep you in this kind of messy situation. And maybe you wised up and said, I can't do this. Time to ground yourself. I need better choices for me, just came in. Sometimes you have to step away from everything, even what your heart is saying. And you have to really just kind of go back into yourself and say, you know, what is best for me in the long run? Where am I headed? What's in it for me? I feel the same way. I want the person to come into my life. Let's say this is my Two of Cups. I want the person who comes into my life that says, I want honesty and truth. I want to be, they're saying forgiveness even. I want somebody who understands me. And I do want to settle down. There's a sense of I want it all. You are special to me. So they see the power in you. They see the strength in you. And this is a feeling of, I want you to see yourself as special also. I want you to see yourself as, it's not about them making a choice to be with you. It's you making a choice as to who you invite into your life. And I feel like Spirit is just reminding you of that today. And I know you know that, but sometimes it's a feeling of, it should be easier. Maybe we're struggling right now with kind of being torn, and it should be easier. But sometimes relationships, ending of relationships, starting of relationships, in between relationships is very difficult. Very difficult time. Spirit, I want two messages. I want a message from this temptation. What do they have to say to me? And then I'm going to get a message from I believe it's a future. I believe it's some, a positive energy in the future that's more in alignment with you. So let's start with this. Who's my player? Who is this player? And you're not going to let them play you. That's the shocking part. You make me feel like you understand. You make me feel like you understand the situation I'm in. It's complicated. When we started something, you were like, okay with it. You know, what's changed? I won't make the same mistake twice. I feel like that came into me as they disrespected you, that they said something that really was inappropriate. And I feel like it was really, really disrespectful. And I feel like a little bit of a straw that broke the camel's back. And now they're kind of backpedaling, saying, you know I said the wrong things. I want you to know how far my love will go. They could be telling you they love you, but I also feel like they could be telling somebody else they love them. And that's the part that I'm not getting. That's the part that I feel like this person, is trying to have more than one, right? And a little bit greedy in that sense that, I want multiple people to be in love with me. I won't give up on you. And maybe they won't, but maybe you're the one that's pushing them away, and for good reason. So let's see what this new future person has. Let's see what they I'm going to go with this Two of Cups. I found somebody I have a lot in common with. We're able to communicate. This person's giving me answers to what it is they're looking for, what it is I'm looking for. You're seeing things more clearly. Okay. So what do they feel? I want to have kids. So if that's something that's important to you, then this is the direction they want you to go. This person isn't going to have a family with you. This person isn't, they might have a family with somebody else. In fact, Spirit Art just said. So they're not going to start over. I want to cuddle with you. I want to hold you in my arms. It was love at first sight. This person may have strong feelings for you right out of the gate, and they may be persistent, which would be great. You're not chasing them, they said. You changed me forever. You are tattooed on my heart. So Spirit just kind of showed me that it was almost a feeling of, sometimes you feel like you'll never love again. Sometimes you feel that I'm so in love with this person. How could I ever love anybody? Like, this is the only person I can ever love in my life. And Spirit showed me that that isn't true. And in your case, that you have the potential to love many people and lots of different types of people in your lifetime. And this love that's coming in, this new love that's coming in, they're using it as the word profound. Okay. I'll take profound love. That's a new vocabulary word for me in Spirit, but it's a feeling of, this is the kind of love I've manifested, the kind of love that I've always wanted, the kind of love that I've always been searching for. So is that profound? Probably, if you feel like it's unattainable. I want to speak my truth to you. This person isn't lying. You've got a player in lies on one side, and you've got a truthful, soul on the other. It's kind of a no-brainer, but sometimes our heart's saying one thing and our mind is saying something else, and they're not in sync. And it's really, really hard. I've never felt so attached to someone like I do you. And I want to give you the world. So Spirit had said earlier in this reading that there was a romantic surprise and there was a next phase. And then there was the beautiful world card earlier where I felt like you were starting a new phase, a new cycle. And what did they say? That you're having a hard time believing what tomorrow will bring. I want you to believe it. Well, we know what we don't want. Let's do it that way, because maybe it's easier to look at it as, I know what I don't want. I know what I won't let into my energy. I know what is unacceptable to me. And I think what's unacceptable to you right now is this tempting, messy situation. That is unacceptable to you. So at least you know what you don't want. So that's a good starting point. And I'm going to bank on Spirit has something so much better. Is it time to say no to something, or is it just time to protect yourself from something that may be coming? I'm going to say probably. So we're going to put this out into the universe, and just remember, you always get a choice, and it's always up to you to, you get to invite someone. It's an invitation into your life. Think of it that way. I'm inviting you into my life because that's what it is. We're going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, I'm so grateful that you're here. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at kathymamolin.psychicmedium.com. Also check out my other 2 YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame channel, for some additional readings that are not launched on this channel. I'll put those links in the description. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again in another Love Messages real soon.